introduce the team. The team.
Uh-huh.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Jist podcast.
You know what, Joe? You're not
Oh my days! I can't believe the last time I said that. It's been a minute.
How long has it been?
It's been at least a few months, I can't
few
lie.
months?
It's been a few months.
Wow.
It's been a few months. But life has been busy. We'll give updates soon. We'll give an update soon.
Yeah, okay.
Let me just introduce who I've got on here. I've got nobody than my brother. I've got my mentor in the room. When I tell you, this is the most positive, one of the most positive people I've ever met in my entire life.
Thank you.
And I'm so blessed. I don't want to sound a bit mushy because, I'm AJ out here in the streets, you get me? Amazing Joe, you get me? Wow! This is one of the most positive guys I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm so blessed that God placed you in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, and I'm so happy, the way our friendship has just blossomed. And may God continue to guide us. But it's none other than the guy with the freshest sock game.
let me show you what I'm working with today. We're not playing no games. We don't play no games,
I love it.
Yo, come on,
it's Mr. Remmel. Man of many talents.
Thank you.
Guys, all creative. There's nothing in the whole creative industry that this man probably can't do, so...
You know what, Joe? You're too kind,
Say hi to the people.
I just gotta say a big shout out to you because you know what? This is my first podcast that I've been on.
So
do you know what I mean? So I've never done the podcast etiquette and all of this podcast. So I'm really excited to be here. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I feel fulfilled. I never expected it. I honestly, I'm so happy that you're here.
Well, you know what? 2022. I said if we're gonna do a podcast, let me do it with joy.
Amen.
Yes.
Anyway, so today, as it's the first podcast of the year, and it's obviously been a minute, the topic's going to be tears to laughter.
Okay.
Because, we're sort of going to round up about last year.
Jeez,
and talk about our vision for next year as well.
Yes.
If you're Nigerian or you're African or you're black, in other words, the other title for this is if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Okay then. Well,
you know what I mean?
And we're used to that.
Let's put it in a posh way, tears to laughter.
Yeah.
But if you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to ask you is, can you describe for me your 2021 in one word?
In one word.
And then I want a sentence as well.
Only one word. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it was very inspiring. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I know it's a bit of a generic word. I'm gonna say inspiring because I can't really bottle up 2021 into one word.
Yeah.
But there was some big milestones that I achieved and things that I had on my vision board. I don't know if you know me at home. I've got a vision board and there's things that I like to do. And I set myself targets every year. And I set targets and I hit those targets. But do you know what I did do? I was a bit naughty.
What?
What I've realised is once you hit targets in life, you've then got to make some new targets.
It's true.
Because I realised towards the end of the year, I was coasting a bit. Because I hit the targets, I put really big things down and I hit, work for a big broadcasting radio station and I thought, you know what, this is it.
Yeah.
And then I got to that and I thought, you know what, I need some more targets. Do you know what I mean? Because I got to that and I'd not set anything else. I was happily just doing what I was doing, but then I realised I began to coast.
Yeah.
So for me this year, I've made sure, the thing is, what we're doing here, I like this.
I'm fixing my
bit
mic.
of DIY.
I'm fixing my mic now. But no, Karen, I'm listening to you.
I've decided now, I've set my new targets for 2022. When I hit those targets, I need to then replace those targets with something else. And I just think that's something that people should be aware of. Once you hit your goals and your targets, make yourself some new ones so you're not kind of coasting, because I did coast for maybe 2-3 months last year.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's just the way it goes, do you know what I mean? I'm going to be kind with myself.
Oh,
make sure,
okay.
Right, we're just making sure.
Just tightening this here.
You just do your thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bit better.
So that was what I learned. I just thought once you set a target, hit your target, reevaluate what comes next, what's the next step. But I'm not saying then don't enjoy what you've achieved, because I don't want you to be that kind of person when you hit a target and you don't enjoy the moment. Sometimes we don't live in the present. So you've got to enjoy the moment, but then also realise, okay, I need to set myself something new now to make sure I don't fall into limbo. I know it's a bit naughty, I fell into a bit of limbo.
No, I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. I would describe mine as an experience.
That's a great word.
It was an experience. Like, I never thought I needed. You know when people are like, oh, I've learned so much this year.
Yeah.
I never thought that my 2021 would actually be like that.
And
going into it, I never dreamt that it'd be like that, but it was an experience in friendship, in relationship, in my career, everything. It was an experience.
You know, if we could go and do a take 2, I'd say that word as well. Experience. Capitalizing. It was an experience last year.
It was an experience, and I think one thing that I've taken away is I think there's always hope in the struggle.
Amen.
There's hope in the struggle.
Yes, please.
That's therefore one thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, do you know what? It's made me. You know, have you seen that thing from Insecure when it's like growth?
Yeah, when you kind of I mean, like a phoenix. So you burn down and then you build yourself back up out of the flames and you're stronger and better. Yeah. So you're constantly evolving into something new.
Absolutely. Yeah. I felt like that was me. But we're gonna dig a bit into your personal life. Have you got any lessons learned from any romantic or friendships in 2021?
Do you know what? I tell you, I'm a Scorpio anyway, so they can say that Scorpios can be quite ruthless. They can say Scorpios are quite secretive. Yeah. Do you know what? It was my big birthday, one of my big birthdays last year. I had a fantastic time. Thank you for coming as well.
Hey! It was lit.
Grandma came down, family came down from London, good vibes, and it was a nice way to kind of end 2021 for me. Yeah. But there was a couple, I feel like as I've gotten older now, I feel like I don't want to say disliking people more. I tell you what I realise now, I feel like I'm seeing people or their intentions clearer. I'm a very good reader anyway. I work with energy. If the energy's not right, I don't want to be near you. But I feel like as I've gotten older, that now I'm realising that I can see and spot if the energy's off from the get-go. So unfortunately, there was a couple of, should we say associates that I did leave in 2021. There was, and these are some of the people I thought, they're going to be with me to the end. And it's a shock to me when it happened. I said, bro, so this is how people are moving. Yeah. But, I took it as a lesson. And you know what they say, some friends are here for seasons, some are here forever.
Absolutely.
And I just have to appreciate the good time with those friends and just kind of keep it moving. I don't wish them ill. Positive vibes only. So, yeah.
I'm here for that.
Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those ones. What about you?
And do you know what? I had exactly the same experience. And if you told me, when we went into 2021, if you tell me this person was not going to be in my life anymore, I wouldn't, I'll say you're a joker. Exactly, I would say you're a joker. But do you know what I've learned? Like you just said, people come into your life for a season. Yeah. And do you know what? Maybe that time, it's gone. It's gone, that's it.
And it fizzled
out. You enjoyed the experience, that's it.
And you think of the good times you had when you were there, that person. Yeah.
Exactly. And even with romantic relationships, we could be here for time. But what I'm going to say is fear men, fear women. So I'm not even going to be biased at all. Fear men, fear women. Take it.
Very well for media.
No backlash whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Fear men, fear women. But one thing that I've learned is just because somebody hurt you doesn't mean that God's going to love them any less.
Yeah. Because, it's what you take from that experience. Because I feel like nothing is given to us that we can't handle. You know what I mean? So actually, when things do happen to you, you've got to think, right, what am I trying to learn from this? Or what is my mission? What is the Lord giving me? Why is the Lord giving me this? Like, what do I need to learn from this? And it's all about character building.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I do feel like anything that happens to you for a reason. It doesn't happen by coincidence. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So if it's happening, it's how you kind of deal with that. Do I kind of sit there and think, why do all the bad things happen to me? Or do I feel like, right, okay, get my stuff together, let me focus now, let me reevaluate, let me re-engage, and let me just get to what I need to be doing. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to cry, cry for a minute or so, get yourself together. There's nothing wrong with crying, just release some tension, Sometimes I always think, I haven't cried in a long time, and sometimes I just have a little bit of it, a bit of a cry. It's good for you. Yes. And then afterwards, But the thing I always say, if you have time to cry, you have time to pray, you have time to get the work done.
Amen.
So don't spend too much time crying.
Right, okay.
Because...
Are you a crier then?
I am. Do you know what? Oh, I try to avoid crying so much, Mel. I'm that crier that, you know, when you get angry, I cry when I'm angry. Okay. Because
one time...
I hate that.
You know what? One time, Mum said to me, she said, I'm cold. She said, Scorpio, you're cold. You never cry.
You as cold.
No, I wouldn't describe myself, but then, because she said, you never cry. And then I realised, actually, yes, I've cried out of anger. And then actually, there's one time my auntie was in the hospital and tears ran down my face like the river of Babylon, and I couldn't believe it, and they just poured it out, and it's okay now, thank God. But actually, it was a time when I thought, you know, I've not cried for years, but you see what I mean? And I said to my mum, you see, I save my tears for the important things. If I'm crying about something, you know, like serious. But yeah, I used to be like that with tears for anger, like frustration. My sister's like that as well. Yeah,
do you know what? I don't like it because it's so opposite from who I am as a person, and I just feel like, not that tears make you look weak, but I just feel like I feel weak because I'm just like, I'm supposed to be angry at you, you know? I'm trying to be like, but then I'm crying and it's making me look frustrated, and I just don't like that.
But don't you feel good afterwards?
I do feel like, better afterwards.
Ooh, you just let it all out. So the question is then, Joy, what do people do that don't cry?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because what is the outlet? Because I get some people, I've got friends that just love crying over anything. Sometimes I feel like they just cry too much. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be crying for everything, but for them, it's their way to kind of de-stress, release everything out of their system, and they're good. So if you're not crying, what are the other outlets of release? You know what?
I feel like people probably go to the gym, go
gym's
for a
good
run.
Shout,
Like there's different ways people,
right,
you know, I don't know, watch a movie, food, you know, there's emotional eating as well, that's a thing. That's a thing. I feel like I might be a bit of an emotional eater as well, I can't lie, because
food is life.
I've still not lost the pandemic weight since
don't worry.
2019.
Don't worry.
I think I'm an emotional eater.
You know what I did actually yesterday for the first time?
Yeah.
I went to the gym, well, not for the first time, but I've not been to the gym since last year, October. I just said, it's near Christmas now. It's getting cold.
Yeah.
I need to be reserving my body and just warming myself up. I need an extra layer of fat.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I was at work and the spirit just took me and I said, you know what? Something popped up in my email about Pure Gym. And I said, and I had a look, I went onto the app and it was talking about classes. Yeah. And I said, you know what? Let me just book myself in to a class, because
then you have to.
I don't have to prepare. I just turn up. I did a spin class yesterday. Joy, I was sweating like a pig. T-shirt, drenched, everything drip, drip, drip. I said, bro.
Really?
And I felt good.
Good.
I went
you
home,
feel better afterwards.
Sat down, had my food, and I fell asleep on the sofa. Even when the dribble, you know, when you dribble, and I just like, yes, you know what I mean? And I said, wow. And I said, you know what? That is the new, for me, if I can do 2 or 3 gym sessions a week, 45 minutes. Yeah. What have you got to lose? It's true. Just turn up. And it's amazing.
It's true, it's true. My own thing, my gym goal for this year actually, I want to try and go to the gym, but not to classes. Because I don't know what to do in the gym. And I feel like that's maybe what puts me off exercising.
Yeah, because if you don't know, then you decide what you're doing. Exactly. So wouldn't it help you then if you went and did some classes first to get yourself into the swing of things?
Been doing that.
Oh, so you're doing classes?
I do classes, but I just don't feel like it hits anymore. No,
so you want to do your own thing? I
want to do my own thing. I feel better. Maybe I want to get into skipping and then maybe some weights. See what happens, but I want to see, look, if you guys are listening or you're watching and you got some 2022 gym plans already written out, please share them with me, because I need help. I need help. I tell you that much for free. Now, Remmel, I'm going to move on to something that's a bit sensitive, obviously, as we move on.
Okay.
It's a new year.
Yes.
We're all getting older.
Yeah.
Do you feel, obviously as Africans, like as immigrants ourselves, we have our parents that are just like...
Yeah, I thought the mic was coming to get me. I was like, whoa.
The mic didn't hit his face. It's so funny. Obviously, as immigrants, you know, generations and that, do you feel like your grandma or your mom's telling you, oh, And now you're going to bring somebody home. You're not getting any younger.
Gosh.
All of that, it's a new year. Has that been a topic already?
It's not been a topic this year. Grandma actually has been praying that I marry a nice wife. Marry, that you will not bring any old woman into your house. Please just make sure that you have a woman, a child, a good woman. Yeah. Pray for a good woman. That's what Grandma's been praying for. Do you know what? My mum used to try and come with that, but I've always been very career driven, and I've just thought, look, before wife and children, I need to make sure that I'm in a good place first. Financially, there's a couple of things on my to-do list that I want to do before I bring a child into this world. Because when you bring a child into this world, it's responsibility. It's bills, and you're not gonna have that freedom. What I have now. Yeah. So I know for me, I've got a couple of things on my to-do list, so I need to get my property first, and then after the property, then I can start thinking, okay. Also, I want to go traveling, Yeah. Yeah, I want to do some traveling. So.
No, absolutely. Especially since the pandemic, I just felt like we've not really travelled as much as we should do.
I've not been on holiday since 2000, and we're in 22 now, isn't it? I think about 2020.
That's not long.
I know, but for me, did I go 21? Nah, I went 2020. Yeah. And that's the last time I went to Turkey for 4 or 5 days with my friends last minute, and it was wonderful.
Last minute holidays.
Surprise! He
said,
Remmel, it's your birthday soon. You know what he did? He said, I booked you a ticket and I booked your hotel.
Nice friends.
That is what I'm talking about.
Hello, please. Excuse me, I have to look at the camera. If you're my friend and you've never surprised me on a holiday, what are you doing?
Yo, like.
What are you doing? No. Can you see your age mates? Can you see your age mates? No. Because my friends have never done that.
Amazing.
Guys, hints. 2020.
Whoa.
October.
You see my quick reactions there, like Spider-Man.
I love that.
Yeah, I just have to save the man.
I love that.
Let me just hold this thing.
2022, we have to go on holiday.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm mashing out this year. I want to go everywhere. I want to do. What kind of holiday destinations are you thinking about?
You know what? I just feel like I want to start with something nice and hot.
Okay.
Just because it's been this country, we don't get as much vitamin D.
No.
It's been a long time, so let's get some nice sun into our system.
Nice food, nice sun, nice golden beach. I mean, there's not much that I ask for. Do you know what I mean? Just the little things in there. You see me, I'm just protecting
This guy's scared of the mic.
Yeah,
He's scared of the microphone, guy.
You want to take me out of the game?
I'm a survivor.
Dental healthcare is very expensive.
It's expensive. It is.
Have to make sure, we're in patterns.
But you know what, Remmel? Even I've never been a fan of the cold. I've been in this country for years, and I'm not used to the cold. So I can't really see myself going on like a ski holiday. Or...
No. Now you know what? I've got to stop you right there, because actually I want to go skiing.
Really?
I think this is a sport that not enough black people do want to do. I know it's cold, but do you know what they say? When you get up to the top, it's quite warm. When you're skiing in your outfits, it's quite warm up there. So I really, this year's mission, I'm going to go skiing. I was even going to put this on my Instagram. Who will come with me? If not, I'm happy to go solo.
Do you know what? You experience it first,
and then let you know.
Let me know.
I think we should experience it together.
It's cold though. Okay, I don't do the cold. I'm always like layering on any small snow like this. I'm staying indoors.
Right, I'm staying indoors.
I wish when we're in secondary school and they let you go home when it's snowing. I wish you could do that as adults. The snow's out, can't come. Sorry, stay at home. No work. You still get paid. That's exactly what I would want.
Jeez.
Do you know what?
Let me ask you something. Would you go on holiday alone? Because this is a thing I need to hear. Like, is this a thing that you're ever interested in thinking? Like, would you go abroad alone if your friends said, "Oh, we want to come on holiday," but then they let you down last minute? Are you still going?
Or I think I would.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm at that age now because I go to the cinema myself.
Have you done cinema alone?
Yeah, it's lit.
No.
It is lit. There's nobody to talk to or focus. Nobody to share my popcorn with. Just me. So I can take myself out on a date. It's nice.
Wow.
Do you know what I think? I think it's the older you get, there's a certain confidence that just comes with like your own company. And I don't mind. I don't think I'd mind
I've done food alone. As actors, when you go down to London, you do an audition in London. You've got to eat. So table for one, please. Doesn't bother me. I'll happily go shopping on my own. I've not done the theatre alone, but I was very close because I said, look, I wanted to see Dreamgirls in the Liverpool Empire. And I said, if nobody's coming...
I want to come with you. If it's a musical, I'm down.
So you're coming then?
I'm down.
Okay, let's
Is
do
it
it.
3 tickets, please?
Let me see what
We're
my
in
people
January,
can,
you
let me
see.
see what my people can do. Let me have
we're
my
in January.
people and see what we
The
can
struggle
do.
is real.
But you know what? I just said if nobody's coming with me,
Yeah.
I've got to see this show whilst it's in Liverpool.
True.
Rude not to.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
No, if it's a musical, I'm down
But
for it.
holiday now. Now I've never done.
Depends how
holiday.
long though. I don't think I can go out for 2 weeks. Because obviously we've travelled, working in a different place. If you're filming for weeks on end by yourself, that's calm.
Yeah,
because you're still working.
And
but on a holiday by myself for 2 weeks, I don't think I could do that. If it's a few days, I'll do it.
But they say when you go alone, because I've had a couple of friends that went travelling alone, they said that, they went out with a group of friends and then their friends left after 2 weeks and then they did like 3 to 4 weeks on their own and they said it was the best time ever because they were more open and susceptible to meeting new people, because you're on your own. People invite you and say, we're doing this tonight, do you fancy coming with us?
Mad.
You'll meet more people alone than you do in a group because if you've got your friends already, you're not really looking to meet people and people are not looking to invite you because you're with a group of people already.
Having said that though, were they male?
Yes, but my cousin went to Japan on her own. So I was supposed to go with her.
Yeah.
And it fell through. I couldn't make it out to go with her.
Yeah.
And she said she's still got to go. And she went to Japan on her own. She loved it.
Really?
So she's ready. She's saving up. She wants to go travelling again this year.
Yeah.
COVID happened last year, but she wants to go and she's happy to go alone.
Nah, do you know what? She's brave.
She was very brave because grandma
brave.
was not impressed. The aunties, uncles, she's going on holiday alone, black woman alone. They were not happy.
Exactly. And in a space where English is not the first language as well. So I can imagine that would be even harder.
Right. But
wow.
She had an amazing time and she said, I'll do it again.
Do you know what? I rate her. But you know what? Mm-hmm. My geography is not the best.
Okay.
Even just ways I can't read in the UK, I'll get lost in another country. I don't think it's for me.
It's not for you.
It's not for me. I need somebody there. Somebody that's going to be on the map. Somebody that's going to be on, guys, I've organised this restaurant.
Just come here.
Just turn up,
I
like to call myself a baby girl from time to time, Just look nice. But just look good. That's where we're going. Okay. When we're there. That's a sort of holiday that I want. Soft life for me.
I like that.
Soft life.
Okay.
I've been through a lot in this life.
Yeah, you know what? You need that now. You put your feet up, you're driven around. Okay.
Exactly. Now, I want to say, I know this is a bit cringe, but obviously we've just started the year. So what would you give yourself, like, any advice moving forward with lessons that you know that you've learned from 2021? I'll give you a bit of time to think because I've got mine written down already.
You ready?
I've got it ready.
Okay.
So I've put not having to validate my self-worth. I think obviously, like I said to you with the whole, I had a few relationships that I had to let go. And that really made me question certain parts of myself thinking, God, I'm an overthinker. It made me question like, is it me? Did I do this wrong? But I think it's like just understanding that life happens.
Yeah, that's it.
So
don't beat yourself
Don't question your
up.
self-worth and just understand that, you know what? I call myself Amazing Joy for a reason.
Amen.
Do you know what I mean? I am amazing. And if people don't realise that and if people don't want it, that's okay.
Then it's alright.
It's alright.
It's up for them.
And just protecting my peace at all times.
That is very, very, very important. 100%. Nothing is worth your mental health or your peace.
Trust.
If it doesn't bring you peace or joy,
I see what you did there, my brother.
You see what you did there? If it doesn't bring you peace or joy, let it go.
What? No, honestly, that's exactly like my mindset for this year. And spending less than I earn because really and truly, Zara, ASOS, they're taking my money too much. I'm not spending no more.
Well, you know what? To counterbalance that, I feel like we're here for a good time, not a long time. And let me tell you something. Nobody's guaranteed tomorrow, God forbid, I've got friends that will save. You invite them out for food. How much it's going to cost? I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my money. And I feel like, we work to earn money. Yeah. We have to enjoy. You know what I mean? You can't do anything really in this country, dare I say, for free. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You've got to do so. You've got to pay. You've got to go out for food. You've got to pay. Cinema. You've got to pay. If you want to go to a beach, you're still spending petrol money and parking
it's
to
true.
go to the place.
Life is expensive.
That's it. So God forbid that I'm making this money and I can't enjoy it. So I know what you're saying because actually last year I really switched myself on and said, right, because I'm saving for a property, I've got to be a bit more savvy.
Exactly.
There was a time, I think it was maybe 2020. Yeah. And you know, people always tell me that I like eating out. Now I do love food, but I didn't realise to what effect I was spending money on food. So something said to me one month, let me just check, you know, on average.
On the app, when it's supposed to spend thing.
Yeah, I said, let me just check and see how much am I spending a month on takeaways, eating out with the boys, Wagamamas.
They need to sponsor you.
Yeah, they do. I need a black card. Give me a black card. Wagamamas, I'm ready for a black card. Jeez, I'm spending big racks, you know. So when I looked in my account, so it said, do you know how much I spent on 1 month on Vapiano's at Wagamamas takeaway? Just guess, Joy.
I want to say $2,000.
In 1 month?
Yeah.
In 1 month? No, I'm not built like that. So what you're telling me is what I'm spending is trivial then. I looked and I think for the monthly spend, it was, the concern for me was it was more than my car at the time. So it was more than the car finance. So it was £340 I spent in 1 month, 30 days on eating out.
That's nearly my rent.
That's my point. So you're telling me £2,000. You obviously thought my pockets were deep.
Well, no, to be honest, I was thinking on a yearly thing.
On a yearly thing then, well, it's over £2,000,
exactly,
isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. That's a lot. That is a lot.
You shouldn't have told me about the yearly because I'm just calculating it now in my head.
Think about that. That's like maybe 1%, 2% of that house deposit.
That's a lot.
This is what I mean.
For me, you know, I like what you're saying. So I decided, you know what, last year, let me just be eating and enjoying, but also saving as well. Yeah, chopping life. So basically what you said, I get, you want to save your money, but also, Joe, please, remember, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
I hear that.
Please don't restrict yourself too much. Balance is the word you're looking for.
That's what I'm trying to do,
There we go, balance.
Be more financial literate. That's the word. Maybe that's the right word.
Yeah.
That's what I need to go for. Because you see, when I shop at Zara, ASOS, you know, the older you get, my taste is expensive now. You can't come and give me Primark back.
No. You gotta treat the crew.
I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Why yourself, please? Macapons. That's what I want now.
LV,
you know. My taste is getting quite expensive. Okay. I'm not for everybody. You know, I'm quite an expensive babe. So, you know, if I buy one top from Zara, it's £30. These things add up. So think about in a month, am I spending £200 on clothes?
Well, you know what? I feel like you get what you're paying for anyway. You know what I mean? So when you spend good money on products, they will last you a long time. That's my ethos. There's some questionable things I've got at home. Yeah. And my mum's seen some expensive items and said, how much you pay for that? How much that cost you? However, my mum will always tell you, do you know what though? He looks after his things. So at first she used to when I used to say, how much you spent on those pair of trainers? But then actually, you know, I still got the trainers look amazing. Yeah. So she would say actually, he does look after his things. And I just feel like, you know, we work hard, we should treat ourselves and enjoy. Yeah.
And lastly, what I'd add on to that is the last thing that I want to learn obviously this year is don't feel bad for resting. Companies, everybody, look, they'll replace you like that in a heartbeat. Your health comes first. Especially when this COVID-19 is everywhere. And then next tomorrow there'll be Florian, I'll be Omarion, I'll be, what's the next one? So please, just
rest. Are you mad?
Resting.
Do people feel bad for resting?
That's the thing, because you think, I'm losing money, I'm not working. And you know, on Twitter as well, Twitter makes you feel bad because we have this thing at the moment.
Social media then?
Social media. When you're 26, you're 25, you're 27, 28, you're ready to be a millionaire.
You should have been doing X,
Look at you doing a 9 to 5, you're very stupid when your mates are already earning that much from crypto. So please rest. Your health comes first.
You know what? I like the fact that you're on that about social media, because actually you do get the social media pushers who will preach to you should be doing X, Y, Z. Yeah. You'll also get the social media people who are saying, well, look what I'm doing. I've got a friend on social media at the moment and I'm very, very proud of him, but it's not for me. This man gets up every single morning and jogs at 6 a.m. in the morning. Wow. But then, you know, a part of me is thinking, okay, are you doing this for yourself or are you doing this for the viewers? This is the question. Do you know what I mean? Because is
he making peas off it?
No.
Just likes for free for what?
No, just to kind of post it on his story to kind of just show people what he's doing. So maybe the problem is, I think there's a way to do it. You know, if you want to inspire people, you want to do it in a tasteful way. You've got to make sure people don't like being pushed too much. They don't mind being a little nudge. Hey, I'm doing this on Thursday. If you fancy joining me, people are like, oh, well, I might try that. But if you're constantly, well, I'm doing this, you should be doing this, why are you not doing this? Yeah. I mean, if you're not doing this, then you're not really on it this year. And it's a bit of a sticky situation. I do think social media itself, is a very beneficial platform.
Yeah, because people are making peas
and
of
a good
it.
platform, but you have to make social media work for you. Don't work for social media, because the problem is people get caught up in this stunt jester doing this, you know, to impress people, putting himself in debt to buy these certain things, to keep up with this image, rather than just doing what's right for them. So it's a funny thing. I think people need to just make sure they monitor themselves on social media. Now, let me ask you this, Joe. Whilst we're on social media, have you ever taken a social media break?
Yeah, you know I have.
How does that work then? Because I see this all the time. Sometimes people tell me, okay, here's my number, guys. I'm going on a social media break.
I don't announce it.
Right. Okay.
I just come off it.
One time.
I just come off it.
When you come off it, what are you doing? Are you deleting the apps or deactivating your account?
I delete the app.
Right, so you delete the
app from my phone, because then it's long to come and download.
To get it back again.
And I just watch Netflix.
How does that work for you? How do you feel that works for you?
Mind me, I like watching Netflix, you know. I like watching films and stuff. I like all of that, so it doesn't bother me.
And do you feel like the step away was necessary? Do you feel like you couldn't have had it on your phone and stepped away from it?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I think I've sort of built my tolerance, because if you message me on Instagram now, I won't know, because I don't have any of my notifications turned on for any social media app. Unless I go on it, I won't see anything. Okay. So I think once I did that, that helped me spend less time on social media. The only thing that I have to overcome now is TikTok. I'm spending too much time on there.
This is why I didn't download it. I didn't download it. I heard it was very addictive.
It is very addictive,
and it takes you from video to video
entertaining.
To video.
TikTok is entertaining. Like, I laugh so much every day just on TikTok.
You know, people have been trying to draw me out on TikTok, saying, Remmel, you need to get on TikTok.
It's good. It's funny. It's funny. You'll find somebody that you like on there. Trust me. You find somebody that you like on there.
I just thought to myself, you know what? Because I can sometimes... Snapchat's my thing. You know I love Snapchat.
Snapchat private.
Snapchat's for me, because I feel like it's more intimate. I feel like it's more... protected to a degree, and I feel like, you know, there's people on there and my people then I feel like there's things I can post on Snapchat that are suitable for Snapchat that are not suitable for Instagram. Do you know what I mean? So that is Snapchat is my baby. And I was just aware, I thought if I add another kind of social media app to this mix, people are wasting a lot of time on social media, you know? A lot of the kids, social media, when the phone dies, Joy, they're finished. They feel like they can't do anything. Phone's dead. Like, what am I doing? It's in charge. Has anyone got a charge for me? I need to charge it 2%. Like,
but you know what? Parents as well, they take advantage of it, because if you want a bit of quiet time to yourself or whatever, it's just, even if you've got little niece or nephews, just make them like you. Just give them the phone. There you go. Watch YouTube. Do whatever you want to do.
What are we saying then? This might be a bit controversial. Are we saying, because I can see, you know, both sides of the argument here. But some people might say that, you know, giving a child an iPad or something is lazy parenting. Some people might say, because rather than, you know, the arts and craft, when I was younger, I went to a restaurant, they used to give us the colouring crayons and things to do at the table. Now, you know, when I used to work in a restaurant many, many years ago, you know, you get parents come in and they'd bring their children and they'd give them the iPad. And I see it so often now when I go to restaurants. So some people might say it's lazy parenting because they don't want to do the work. The time. It's convenient, isn't it?
I hear it. I think everything in what's the word? Is it everything in moderation? I think it's just finding that balance of, do you know what? No more technology time, no more iPad time. If a kid gets their homework done or they do that colouring thing on time, you get 30 minutes on the iPad. I think it's about finding that balance.
I like that,
I think that would be it, really.
Balance is key.
Yeah,
man.
You know, just thinking then it's mad to think that people are actually out there looking after a little child.
What?
Because me, I'm still a baby. The thought of
looking after
you're
responsible now for the child.
The thought of being a mum right now is scary. That thought is scary. Oh Jesus.
What about for 2022? I've decided. I like what you said about rest. Rest is key, and you know what? Power naps are the way forward. Like, don't fight the sleep. If you're tired, sleep. Even before I came down to the studio today, I got back from work and I just had some food, and then I think it was 4:30, and I said, ooh, I think I'm living life on the edge here. Can I sneak in a 40-minute nap, a 45-minute nap? Can I do it? Can I wake up on time? Can I brush my teeth? Can I get ready and do that? And I did it.
I love
and
it.
I felt great because actually...
That's some serious talent.
Hey, I've learned because actually, sometimes back in the day, I'd think, right, let me not nap now. Let me force my way through. And what I'll do is I'll have an early night. You never get an early night. I always say, let me go to bed for 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then something else happens, or I'm watching this, or something happens. And then you get to 10, the body's not tired now.
Yeah.
So actually, I think that is a major game changer. We've got brains. We need to sometimes reboot for half an hour. Sometimes even 20 minutes.
I think that's just going back to when we were children, when just having that afternoon nap. We need that.
I love it.
I swear there's a country that allows people... Yeah.
Siestas. Afternoon. They close everything down for... Is it 1 o'clock? They close down from 1 till about 3 and then everything opens back up.
Love if we could have that in the UK.
I do like that, but then that means that the working hours are a bit longer because then they come back to work and maybe they'll finish work at 6 p.m, 7 p.m. Because they have to catch up with the hours they've missed.
No, I don't want that.
But then, I mean...
I'd rather a four working day week.
Oh, no, that's a dream.
That would be ideal.
Monday to Thursday. Because, Sunday, can you really class it as a day off?
No.
No, because if you're not going to church, you're ironing your uniform, you're ironing your work clothes,
you're prepping for the next day,
for the Monday, so your brain is not even resting.
Exactly.
But if you've got like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wow, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday are your days to enjoy.
Just rest.
Sunday, you're getting yourself ready. So and another thing I've decided for 2022 is to grab every opportunity with both hands.
Amen.
Don't be shy.
Amen.
Do not be shy. Anything any thought you have in your mind, if you conceive it, you can achieve
it's possible.
it. So literally anything that runs through your mind and you feel like, I need to reach out to that person. I want to try and dabble my hands into this industry. I want to try this. Yes, and when I got the message from you last week about podcasts, I said, you know what? I've been on radio for 3 years. 3 years now. However many years, 4 years. Why have I never done a podcast?
Yeah.
So yes, and like they used to say at drama school. And absolutely, yeah.
Why not?
I'm here. I'm enjoying myself, living my best life.
Thank you so much for jumping on. Start the 22. You know what I mean? It's the Just a Joy podcast.
Big up. Yeah. So I think that is my mantra this year. In short, listen, just take every opportunity that comes your way. Don't be shy. And be kind to yourself as well as others. You've got to look after number one. Because a lot of people struggle saying no.
Yeah.
People don't have these boundaries and they just get used and can you do this? Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to say no, you know what? And there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't fancy coming out tonight.
That's something that I've learned. Saying no. I don't want to inconvenience myself anymore for other people. No,
because you can do that so much and you know what I've realised? Yeah, sometimes, because I'm very much an energy person, like I said, or sometimes if we plan to do something, sometimes you can plan too far in advance anyway. So you plan, right, we're going for food next week Friday. So okay, Friday comes now after work, I'm not even feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was feeling it at the time, but now the Friday's here.
I'm tired.
Let me just, I just want to rest at home today.
Yeah.
I just say, sorry lads, I can't even back it today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And people know me well enough now. If my friend Kimo will say, we know with Remmel, sometimes he said, I don't like what he said, he's a bit hit and miss. I'm not taking hit and miss. I'm just like, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. But when it comes to some of these, if I say I'm going to come to an event, I will be at the event. If I've signed up or committed to something, I do believe your word is your bond. But sometimes when it's just like little wishy-washy or last minute like food shots, I say, you know what, too tired for that, I can't do that. And now what I don't do is I don't overstretch myself or promise. Because back in the day I could say, I can do that, I can work this, I can do that. Sometimes I was doing 7 days back to back for weeks. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing this event, I'm doing that, I'm doing some promo here, I'm doing everything. And I thought, do you know what, Remmel? No, you've got to have a day of rest somewhere. You've got to look after number one. So that's the biggest thing I've learned and that I'm ready to kind of take on.
So the key word here is rest, because that is better for your mental health, it's better for your body, and it's better for everybody else around you. Yeah, because you're not stressing out and it's not affecting anybody else, and it's just, because energy spreads.
Oh, yes.
Energy does spread.
And stay away from that bad energy, stay far away.
Hey,
make it stay far away.
Speaking of, Wizkid was absolutely lit. But we'll talk about that in the next episode. That is it.
Is that it?
That is it. It's gone really quick.
No.
40 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
It's been 40 minutes.
I didn't even feel like, what, bro?
I think it's because me and you, we just talk a lot.
I knew this was going to happen, you know.
We just
you know,
talk a lot.
Chat. Wow, episode done already.
It's done. It's done.
You know you got to call me back.
You know what, bro? We'll absolutely love to have you back.
Yes,
absolutely
please.
love to have you back. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to the Jist and Joy podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and also listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We've got you. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the Stealth channel as well on Instagram. And follow us on YouTube as well. We've got you. And follow the Jist and Joy podcast channel on YouTube. And what I'll say is there's power in the tongue. So just keep manifesting positivity. Woo. That is it from me and Remmel. Say bye to the people, Dan.
You know what? Bye, people. Peace. All right, so let me say it to the camera. Yeah. We're on podcast now. Yo, it's been me. It's your boy Remmel. I've had a blast being on Joy's show, the podcast, and you know what? I'm looking back to coming back. I will be back again very soon, so keep your eyes and ears open. And my social media, if you want to follow me on Instagram, is @Remmel, REMMMEL. That's 3 L's, and then you can find everything else from there, Twitter, Instagram. But yeah, man, Joy, big up yourself. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming, broski.
It's been an absolute blast.
Bye.
Bye.
Love to see it.
I can't believe it.